Welcome to the Footy Museum and the Footy Museum podcast. We are back after a short break.
Woo!
I am Justin Whitty, and I am joined, as always, by the co-director of the Footy Museum, Maria Van Dyken Lee. Maria, how are you doing?
I'm good. Nothing has changed. It's great. Everything's great. Nothing out of the nothing unexpected has happened.
Yep, just the normal end to the Premier League season. Just looking forward to exact same thing next year.
Same roster of teams.
Yep. No.
Same everything.
No. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the list here, and some hat company has replaced Leeds on the list. What's going on? Luton Town? I believe it's a flute factory based town, or Lutes. I'm sorry, Lutes, not flutes. But where's Leeds? Did they run out of space?
You know what? I think they forgot something down in the championship, and they have to go
go get Patrick
that.
Bamford's mojo. He left it down at Burn. Oh wait, no, Burnley's up too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. Yes, Leeds never turned things around, even with Big Sam, and they are headed back down to the championship.
'Twas inevitable. You know what?
Twas it?
'Twas. After that last game, me and Jeremy went out and we raised a glass to Leeds, and we're like, they were pretty bad this year.
They started off, I think they started off okay. There was a lot of close games. I feel like there was buy-in. They were exciting to watch. I think with all of the numerous managerial changes, and their first one, I'm not going to say if it was a right choice or wrong, but I feel like they rushed into signing someone who wasn't necessarily a good fit. And all the players have been brought in under Marsh, and it never seemed to jive after that point. And then Tyler Adams got hurt.
Yeah.
That was huge.
I mean, I think that's similar to what happened last year, Calvin Phillips being injured.
Yeah.
And that really hurt them after that happened, because they didn't kind of have their fulcrum player. They lost that with Tyler Adams too. But I think comparing Leeds and their numerous managerial changes to a team like Forest, who just kind of kept with Cooper, and they went up and down, but they were like, no, we're steady, we're good.
There was enough, and they're in a good position for next year.
They had a little bit of just patience with that, and it paid off.
Well, I wonder how long Leeds' visit to the championship will be, and I wonder which door they'll exit out of first, the top or the bottom.
I honestly hope they don't exit top or bottom too soon. I think
Until
they need
ready.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to lose a lot of players. It's going to be a different team. They'll have to get a new coach, obviously. Sam doesn't work for more than 3 games in a row, 4 games in a row.
They set some records this year. Shortest Premier League manager ever, 30 days.
Wow.
Also, they set the record for most goals conceded, but they were on a short list with Tottenham. So,
oh, that's nice.
The difference is Tottenham scores goals.
Yeah, I think conceded's the wrong word. I think given is nice because it's generous.
Okay.
There's a lot of goals given, and I love on his way out, even though Sam Allardyce did nothing to help them, he did do a lot to shatter each individual player's self-esteem. So way to go, front office. Way to bring in that wrecking ball at the end.
Tough love.
He was wasting all his energy throwing people under the bus, man. That was tough.
And chewing gum. His jaw must be so sore.
We do owe him an apology, though, because we were guessing about his very large lapel pin and just assuming because of the type of person he was, it was something deplorable. But it's actually for a very good cause. But it was in support of prostate cancer survivors. Is that correct? Yeah. Both of our fathers are prostate cancer survivors.
So we felt like jerks after that.
But we didn't know.
We didn't know, no.
Yeah. So, and you could argue that Big Sam is a prostate cancer.
Oh, I don't.
Maria's going to make me edit that out because she can't handle
I can't handle that
criticizing anybody at all. All right. Well, it will be interesting. I'm excited. I've never had a team to really follow in the championship, so I'm excited for next year. But who are you going to follow in the Premier League now that you still support Leeds, obviously?
Yes.
But you have to
Leeds till I die.
Following someone when the high quality broadcasts are on.
I am getting on that bandwagon. I can't help myself.
Luton Town. Doo-doo.
Brighton. Brighton is the star in the sky right now. It is just shining true north.
It's true, and they have that winning mojo, and I think it's a good time to speak about getting winning mojo. I have a little item here I want to deal with to help us as we go forward into the off season, into the rest of the MLS season, and into our future endeavors with the Footy Museum.
Drum roll.
So in my hand, you can hear this, contained, and I would say packaging of the quality of a former fifth tier football club in England, is a Wrexham AFC A5 notebook and pen set. Just one pen, one notebook. This was bought at the stadium in Wrexham before they were promoted by a friend and given to me. It's remained sealed. Now I'm hoping to break our curses.
By breaking the
both
seal.
with teams, but also to bring us good luck. Because contained within this bag is the pure magical power of Ryan Reynolds. So here I go. I'm opening it. Oh, it smells like CK1 and gin.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody spilled gin.
And Canada. It smells
but not like Wales.
It smells like just the right amount of makeup for a man.
And just a touch of Botox.
Just a little. He does look like he's been stung by some bees.
A little filler here and there.
Look. Qual. So it's red. Feel that it's got a moleskin.
Oh, you know what?
I think it's like a moleskin maybe.
That's smoother than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's got some quality. And then embossed with silver is the Wrexham crest, which has three maybe were towers, but what?
They look like coffee beans.
Coffee beans shooting out of a crown at the top. And it says, Ich dein Wrexham AFC. And then there are two griffins. I'm sure a million people know this, playing with a football in the front. And then the year they're founded, 1864.
I like how they have it written twice.
And the pen just in really large sans serif letters, Wrexham AFC. Probably a Helvetica of some sort. And then the tiny little logo.
I think it's a little skinny for Helvetica.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Helvetica Light, maybe.
Maybe. Now we have to write down in the first page of our Wrexham Dream Journal.
Okay. So begins.
Hopes and wishes.
All right. I think that's going to work. I feel the Ryan Reynolds energy.
My face the skin on my face just feels so smooth.
It's so tight. I'm just the right amount of self-aware. Yeah. So which are you Ryan or Rob?
Out of
Well, now that we've opened this book, we're transformed.
The two of us? Are we? Which one's Ryan or Rob?
Yeah, which one's? Or are you another character in that orbit?
Well, you're taller than me, and Ryan Reynolds is the tall one.
Yeah, they're both short though. I think though.
Really?
I don't know. Aren't all movie stars short?
That could be true.
Yeah.
I don't, because they have to be in scenes together.
Well, Ryan and I have so much in common. I guess I would just do that across the board, from finances to celebrity to.
Yeah. So I guess that makes me Rob.
Okay. Well, you're the one who really cares then.
Yeah. I also have a good hat game. I wear a lot of flat brimmed hats.
That's true. Mm-hmm. You clearly been working out pretty intense, just like Rob.
Yeah.
You're swole.
I eat a lot of cottage cheese.
What is that a thing with you?
I guess it's a thing. I've heard that before.
All right.
I don't know why I know that.
So we'll be looking at Brighton, hoping that they can continue. We'll be supporting an exciting non-state owned team next year in the Premier League, our following, as we continue to watch Leeds hopefully recover, and maybe some Americans will stay with them down there. It doesn't look like it at the moment, but maybe.
No, they're going to lose all of their Americans, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they'll all come home to the MLS. Yeah. No, they won't.
Soccer's coming home.
Speaking of the MLS, the Fire are they've been, since firing their manager, Ezra Hendrickson, I would say there is an improvement in identity And there clearly seemed to be an issue between Shaqiri and Ezra because he's playing well now. Quite well, actually.
A lot better. I was surprised before by kind of how poorly he was doing, but now he looks more like
what we were promised.
What I would expect.
And we just need someone to be able to finish some of those beautiful setup passes. And we have some young players who are kind of stepping up to do that. But they still have trouble winning. A lot of ties going on. They just lost a heartbreaker to Cincinnati last night. But they are advancing in the U.S. Open Cup.
Woo!
Yes, they are in the quarterfinals this Tuesday. A game that you, Jeremy, myself, Olivia, and our Chelsea friend, Jim from work, Jim from the office.
British Jim from the office.
British Jim from the office will be going out to their former stadium, SeatGeek Stadium in Bridgeview.
I've never been. I'm excited to go.
It's not a bad stadium because it's soccer specific. It's just where it is.
Mm-hmm. It looks great on TV.
It's a little rundown. Yeah, because the Red Stars play there. Once you're there, it's great. It's just, it feels a little far away. But we're going to root them on, so that's something to look forward to. Hopefully this cup run could kind of turn the season around. And, they've been playing better. So we have that to look forward to now that our weekend mornings are empty. It's a sad feeling when that happens.
I feel so empty. It's been one day. Because yesterday was the FA Cup final, and today was the first day without soccer in the morning. And I'm like,
And it's such a perfect, because it's on so early on the weekend. It's not like you're losing time to it. If you were like an American football fan, you give up a whole day. And by noon on a Saturday or Sunday, you're done. All the games have been watched. And
it's like cartoons.
It is. State-owned cartoons. We also, so that's exciting. We also have, at the museum where Marie and I work, we have finished a very long project of an Andy Warhol exhibition that we've been working on. That was a lot of work, especially at the end, I would say, which is why we weren't recording. And
the life has returned to your eyes.
The life has returned to I do feel better. And I'm excited because now we get to focus on what the Footy Museum is really about. So just for people listening who don't know, the idea of the Footy Museum is Brie and I wanted to create a series of exhibitions based around the design and culture of global football that we could design, produce, and then make available to different institutions around the country or maybe around the world. Initially, we were thinking of one large exhibition, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One large thing, but it makes sense to go more. What? Why are you laughing at me?
Because you said, and then I did this, and then you went, yeah. That was your. Oh, I need to add more? Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Anyways, yeah, the original idea was one very large exhibition, but it does make sense to do a more iterative model that's modular and more adaptable to different types of spaces and circumstances.
Yeah, and we thought that way we could really focus in on one area surrounding the game. So right now we're looking at doing an exhibit on the history of badges and crests, highlighting key, well-known or interesting badges and crests, and using that as an opportunity to talk about the design, but also tell the story around some of these clubs.
Which you will have heard if you have tuned into some of our previous episodes, us playing around with these ideas and like doing some digging and finding and discussions about.
And I'm excited with that because some of the stories that come out through that are really interesting.
Yeah, I'm constantly fascinated by how many laundry accidents lead to innovations in design.
Well, again, kudos to Notts County also making it back into the EPL because they are responsible for all modern day design.
They are. Have you seen a stripe? Thanks, Notts County.
Any black and white kit was probably loaned from Notts County.
Oh, you thought it was Juventus? Nope.
So we're developing one around that, and then one around TIFOs and kind of supporter created design and culture. And the third, I'm not sure. We talked about the scarf, or how are we feeling about the third to start?
How about scarves?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about scarves.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of scarves out there.
Yeah.
and a lot of work to be done to gather said scarves.
Yes, it's true. We are still collecting scarves because one aspect of that exhibit, we want to have a huge display of scarves from around the world. And we have gotten them from Austin FC and Besiktas from our good Fred Owner, who was on the podcast, excuse me. But the first one we're really focusing on is this badge and crest show. And as we start to develop that, it's key that we really think about our own design. You know, right now, Marie and I have been starting this and
we know
balancing our website and all these things. And although we are in the arts, we're not, you know, I think it's fair to say we're not graphic designers.
It's a different skill set.
We appreciate it, but we do know a lot of talented designers. And in the next couple weeks, and hopefully in the pod, we'll be talking to them as we start to develop. And I'm excited, probably our own. I just thought about this. We're going to be developing our own real crest or badge,
I'm
not
very
this kind of
excited for
Holden
that.
one. Yeah. Whew, that
I know,
is
it's
exciting.
scary. It's exciting and it's scary and isn't branding fun?
And we're going to be talking with these designers about also how we organize the design and elements of this exhibit to be, to travel, you know? And then we're also beginning to discuss with different clubs about the use of their badge and logo. And we've decided to have all of this discussion recorded for the podcast. So you're kind of tied in on this podcast as we develop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch us in all of our struggles.
Watch us fumble and fail and then succeed and then come see our shows.
Hey, Justin, did you know that it's like a lot of work to put on an exhibit?
No, I have no idea. No idea, Maria.
You've forgotten everything.
Just for the past 22 years, I've been fumbling around in the dark. But I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited to have the conversation. So we'll be doing a couple things in the next few weeks. One, we're going to start visiting different museums and taking you along with us to see museums around design. So we'll be going to the Chicago Design Museum, right? Is that the correct name of that place?
The Design Museum of Chicago?
Sure, one of those. Maybe we'll go to both of them. And then, and also I think we should try to go to some museums that focus on a sport or aspects of a sport.
Oh, yeah.
To pull from that. There's a Chicago Sports Museum. I think going to the National Football Museum in Manchester, if we could figure that out, would not be a bad idea because that really lines up. Yeah. Manchester, the home of the winners of the...
Did you watch that game yet?
I was trying to watch it in a way where I wouldn't get a spoiler and my phone kept screwing up. And then finally it came on and I saw the final score. I'm like, I don't want to watch City win.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was actually very exciting.
Was it? Maybe I'll watch it.
First goal was 15 seconds in.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Which side?
City.
Oh, well, I didn't know. Maybe it was a come from behind.
I thought you said you saw the score.
I saw the final score, but I didn't know who scored first. It was 2-1, wasn't it?
I think it was it? I don't remember. I can't remember. All I remember is that you said no spoilers and I said Manchester won. And then I used the same joke on British Jim.
British Jim from The Office. Yeah. Wasn't he also in that Sherlock show, British Jim from The Office?
He was.
Yeah. Oh, wait, different British Jim from The Office. Well, maybe British Jim from The Office can bring us to the National Football Museum in England. And then we're going to start speaking with designers and also start talking to different clubs as we put this together. So it's a really exciting time as we go forward. I really recommend if you want to stay up on it, make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast.
Hit that subscribe button.
Smash it. Smash the subscribe.
Smash it with a hammer.
And as we get our own logo and crest design, it's also going to be a redesign of the website and kind of our whole presence, that it won't just be us trying to get it off the ground and going. I think we're there, but now it's starting to move forward with what the real goal is. And we'll also have interesting guests from time to time to talk about design and football. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. We've been gearing up for this for a while, and now that the life has returned to your eyes, we can get moving. So.
Yes. March to now has been a slog, and I wake up with ideas of doing other things. not related to Andy Warhol. And that is a wonderful thing. All right. Anything else, Maria? Anything I'm looking forward to the game we're going to this week.
Very much looking forward to the game.
And being with Olivia, Jeremy, and British Jim. We're going to have a whole contingent.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. And for those of you most of you don't know who British Jim, he's a big guy. Like not big, like he like tough looking, like true. He looks like honest football.
Yeah. Describe a football fan.
Yes, a British football fan, arm tats, Legolas style haircut.
Thor, yeah.
Beard. It's got the accent. He's a great guy. So it's going to be fun. And then what else? There's the CONCACAF Champions League second leg final tonight against LAFC and Lyon. The first of the two-game series was Wednesday, and Lyon really owned LAFC, but LAFC managed to steal a goal. So it ended 2-1. It is an aggregate score. There is no away goals rule.
Really? How did they just down to penalties then?
So if it goes, so say in this next match, LA scores in regular time, then it's 2-2 aggregate. Then they would go through the overtimes and then penalties. Okay. Yeah.
I hate penalties.
It's the worst way. But if you're going to do it, just skip the overtime. That's what I think. But what is a good way? There's no good way.
Just keep
they used to do
Quidditch style and keep playing until sudden death. Next person to score wins, and that's it.
Well, they've played, especially in American soccer, they played with that. The golden goal. There used to be penalties in the U.S. where they would give the ball to the player at midfield.
I love that.
And they'd have to
I want
rush
them to bring it back. I think it's more fair. I think it's more exciting.
More fun. More fair. I think it's easier to score then, because you can run up all sorts.
It's more similar to a breakaway.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it's more. It feels less just like taking a cheap shot and more like we have to build up to this and more can go wrong.
Maybe it's the golden goal, but then games could last forever.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just think teams should stop tying. That's it.
Hot take.
Hot take. In playoffs, no ties. Or what if they introduced a whole different, like, other competition? Like at the end of 90 minutes, you're tied. Now you have to send your captains out to Jenga.
Or it's like just some other drill competition.
Yeah, like whoever can hit the crossbar from midfield first.
They play horse, but with soccer.
Oh. Or even better yet, horse, but with basketball. They roll out a basketball hoop. Oh my gosh. Or they do Ted Lasso quizzes. Yeah.
My reaction is just silence.
Okay, so
there's also the Champions League final next week, Saturday.
Yeah, I was ignoring that. I don't want the trouble. Yes, the Champions League final. It is Milan and Manchester City, correct? I'm definitely pro Milan on this one. I just think it's great to have an Italian team that isn't Juventus back in the championship. And also, let's not forget, City was actually charged with over 100
they were.
violations of financial misconduct.
Somehow I always forget that.
And by the league that just gave them their championship, they have been cheating. And now we're all just supposed to forget it because they were able to buy all the best players in the world. Well, guess what? They were cheating to do it. So I'm not...
You know what happens?
As beautiful as their game is, and I Fio, if you're listening, I know you're a fan, but I can't support them because it's not fair. And everyone's like, well, yeah, but they're good. They cheated so well that it's worth it.
It's paying off. Yeah, the minute they start playing, I just forget about that every time. And I'm like, oh, look at them go. They
do score goals very easily. Yeah. Funny thing, Pep was on one of the Ted Lassos, and at the end, there was some discussion like, it's not about winning or losing. It's just about making these people their best. And I'm like, you don't believe that.
No, he doesn't. He wants to win so bad.
I think an accurate saying would be like, I would eat your baby for victory.
You know why? You know what? I do want City to win, and this is why I want City to win, because I am ready for Pep to move on.
Oh, that's true.
Because once he gets that Champions League final win with City, then he's done it all, and he can move on. Mm-hmm. And he can start fresh with a new team.
Do you think he'll go back to Spain?
Oh, who knows? Who knows? But I think he needs a challenge, because when you're on top and you've done everything.
National team, maybe.
You can only fall.
Yeah.
And so
Leeds, possible. Fire.
Yeah, well, so Pep is going to win the Champions League with City on next Saturday, and then he's going to sign with Leeds.
Well, he's followed the story of Wrexham too. He realizes, to be truly great, no longer is not to win a league, but to bring a team up and then win. So he wants the long journey. It's his Appalachian Trail. Yeah, it's his yachting around the world. Yeah. Or maybe he'll just go some other direction. Who knows?
Switch to basketball.
Yeah.
Switch to American football and do a reverse Ted Lasso.
Oh, I think basketball I could see.
I'd watch that movie.
There's a lot of crossover between basketball and soccer culture. But American football, I don't know. I just don't like it.
I don't remember the last time I even saw it.
Yeah. I think Thanksgiving is always a safe bet.
Not in my family's house.
We watched the Super Bowl for the commercial. Anyway, we're getting way off track. So I have closed our magic notebook for today.
Our Wrexham Dream Journal.
Dream Journal. May its good fortune shine on us as we move forward. And we will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye. Go Fire. Sorry, Leeds.